Dana White's going to go with the White House. Looks like June 14, 2026. As far as his upcoming cards are concerned, he's got a UFC fight card scheduled in Vancouver, British Columbia, October 18th. He's got a card back in Dubai on October 25th, 2025, November 1st, November 8th. I mentioned earlier he's back at the Apex Center, that small arena. He does the TV shows there in Las Vegas, Nevada, Paradise, Nevada to be exact. Of course, and he's back at the Garden November 15th, November 22nd, the day that Kennedy got killed. He's in Qatar. Back to the T-Mobile Arena. Looks like Las Vegas is going to go down. UFC 323, December 6th, December 13th, UFC Apex Center. And, of course, the card that's scheduled for the White House, June 14, 2026. I mean, that's quite an agenda for Dana White. There's no doubt about it. And all these places are going to sell 15, 20,000 seats. So I guess he's doing the right thing. He's just doing it the wrong way. You don't have to kill people to make money. You don't put girls, if you were a pimp, you wouldn't put girls in unsafe conditions. You know what I'm saying? Right? You wouldn't put your girls in unsafe conditions. So as a promoter, as an MMA promoter, you shouldn't put your fighters in unsafe conditions. In other words, I mean, this is preventable stuff. Not hitting people when they're down, that's very preventable. Think about that. Think about that. That's all we got to do, modify that one rule. And I'd be sort of, okay, then I could sort of like watch it a little bit more and appreciate it. Because when I see guys get hit like that, I say to myself, what are they thinking the next day? Speaking of the next day, before we go to a break here, I went to my high school reunion last week, and I talked with some of the guys that played high school football when I was back in high school, okay? Of course, banging heads and that kind of good stuff. I asked them, did they have any residual effects from high school football, right? 2 guys told me they have equilibrium problems in their 20s. Had them in their 20s. What from? High school football. Straight up, you are tuning ringtone.
Special alert for consumers struggling to pay taxes. There are new tax regulations, not published yet. We have the inside track on your new tax savings. These programs are designed to help struggling taxpayers like you. The COVID relief programs are gone, but there are new programs to help struggling taxpayers, and we have the inside track. Call now and we'll take you through these new programs. These taxpayer savings programs have never been available until now. Get out of tax trouble now. It doesn't take weeks. It can happen in one phone call. Call now and get the inside track to get rid of your tax problems.
Call the tax helpline now. 800-949-0039. 800-949-0039. 800-949-0039. That's 800-949-0039.
If you've got a property that you've been trying to sell and you've tried almost everything, I want to tell you about something that you haven't tried yet. You're going to think this offer is too good to be true, but it's not. Thousands of customers have sold their homes in any condition with Need to Sell My Home. This is a real opportunity from a highly rated company that buys homes all over the country. Did you know it's possible to sell your home right over the phone with no real estate commissions and no pesky open houses? Plus, every offer is a cash offer with no mortgage holdups. To find out how much you can sell your home or property for, call now. Take 5 minutes of your time and call for this 100% free quote to sell your home.
800-430-0674. 800-430-0674. 800-430-0674. That's 800-430-0674.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? Quick Cash Offer can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents and risking your safety by showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your home to foreclosure. If you have any equity in your home, we will buy it and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call Quick Cash Offer now before the economy gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just don't want to get the cash you need today.
800-788-1495. 800-788-1495. 800-788-1495. That's 800-788-1495.
Now, more of Ring Talk with Pedro Fernandez.
Time to go to the Twitch chat. Straight up, of course, House historian Frank 1961's in the house, as is Matt, main event Matt, comes from St. Louis, Missouri. Of course, Frank 1961. Larry Fine. Who was he? He was the second stooge. That's why it was, Curly and Mo, and of course there was, Larry. And of course Larry, I think they might be the third stooge, call him which one. But the bottom line is the two brothers were related. Curly and Mo Howard were related. They were the Horwitz brothers, of course, Jerome and Mo Horwitz. And of course they were related to Shemp Horwitz as well. So Shemp, the original third guy, of course he ended up doing his own thing as far as movies concerned. But Larry Fine, born on October 5th, 1902 in Philadelphia, he took up boxing in his teens, and his father, a devout Jewish, he was like Hebrew to the bone. He didn't want his kid fighting. Just didn't want his kid fight. He pulled him out after one professional fight. But the bottom line is, I think he went 1-0. Of course, Marvis Frazier, the son of Joe Frazier, born on this day on October 9th. I take it back. Born October 9th, 1960. Of course, I never thought he was much. And when he fought Bone Crusher Smith over in Richmond, California, I thought it was a bit of a ripoff and not a stone cold heist. I mean, come on, man. And of course, he got lit up by Mike Tyson. Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson. Larry Holmes almost killed him. Remember that? Larry Holmes saying, let's stop this fight. But Joe Frazier didn't care. Joe thought that his kid can punch for some reason, and he tried to turn his kid into a puncher. That was unbelievable. As an amateur, he was a good amateur. Talk about Marvis Frazier. He boxed, he moved around well, he threw combinations, not a big hitter, but you had to throw smoke if you were in Joe Frazier's camp, especially if you were Joe Frazier's kid. I would teach you how to smoke. You can't teach people how to punch. Classic example, Marvis Frazier. He couldn't punch very hard at all. Couldn't punch his way out of a paper bag as far as a heavyweight is concerned. Of course, he was a smallish heavyweight at that. But the bottom line is, I think Mike Tyson destroyed him. And, of course, that Larry Holmes fight. On the same card that, Eric Martin was on that card. And, of course, Eric Martin, the late Eric Martin, I saw his kid the other day walking down the street and didn't get a chance to say hello to his ex-wife. But the bottom line is, Eric the Prince Martin was the guy that main evented a few fights here in Northern California. He was my gym buddy, no doubt about that. He passed away when he didn't take care of himself health-wise. I want to mention this at the end of the show because the bottom line is, he was in good health. He looked like he was, taking care of business, training guys and this kind of stuff. He was in the gym 5 days a week, but he wasn't taking care of his sugar levels. His sugar levels went through the roof, and Dr. Smith Ketchum, the athletic commission doctor here, told me, if you see Eric Martin, please have him call me right away. And the doctor said to me, he grabbed me by the shoulder, he goes, have Eric call me right away. I said, is there anything I can know? I can't tell you. But it turned out that Eric had sugar levels in the 300 and 400s. 300 and 400. It's almost like 100 or less if normal, right? Somewhere around there. But the bottom is, it was up there in the 300 and 400s. So I saw him and I said to him, man, I said, please, you got to call Dr. Ketchum. He said, blood, let me do my thing. I'm not sick. I'll be fine. All right? And 2 weeks later, he was a dead man. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, if you've got a chance to check on your medical status, do it. Get a blood test. Get one twice a year if you can. If you're over 40, get one twice a year. But if you're under 40, at least get one once a year. Get a complete blood work. Find out what's going on. The end of Dr. Fernandez's show. Straight up, this is Ring Talk Live Worldwide. Don't forget the Sunday edition, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on these same channels. So next time, thanks to Frank. Thanks to the super dad in the other room. His mom's doing well. We're all cheering that, no doubt about that. Straight up, Ring Talk Live Worldwide is a production of the Sports Byline Broadcast Network.
Get on the star.